Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And today I wanted to discuss fragrance layering with you and what is my take on fragrance layering. So I'm not against fragrance layering, and if it's something that you enjoy doing, it's something that your inner little chemist enjoys doing, then go ahead, have fun with it. And if you come across a beautiful combination of fragrance, just go ahead and leave the comment. If I have these fragrances, I might try this particular combo. I myself was never a fan of fragrance layering, fragrance combining, even though when it was kind of popular. I remember there was one time in particular, quite a long time ago, maybe 15, 16 years ago, or maybe even more than that. The Body Shop, they have created the sets of the fragrances that you were supposed to layer one another, and they had these fragrances in 50 ml, I believe, or 30 ml, plus the big sets with the samples in it, so you can try at home, and then you go ahead and you get yourself a best combo. I had two fragrances from this particular set, and but I never wore these fragrances one on top of another. I always wore them as individual fragrances. So for me, why I don't like layering fragrances is because for me it's it's a thing that I don't really want to spend my time on, and it's not time consuming to spray one fragrance and then another. It's just that in my head, if there is the fragrance that is in need of being enhanced by another fragrance, then maybe, just maybe, the fragrance isn't of a best quality or of a best performance. For me, the fragrance is a masterpiece in itself, so it is supposed to be worn by itself already, and if it's lacking in performance, in beauty, in whatever, then maybe you shouldn't have released it on the market. This is my take on fragrance layering. So, and also, when it comes to fragrance layering, you obviously you can kind of predict the outcome, because you know that 2 sprays of this fragrance plus 3 sprays of this fragrance will make this combo. But then what if you will do 2 of that spray and 3 of this fragrance, 3 sprays of this? Then you kind of disbalance altogether, and you might come across with the different like outcome, and it's, I don't know, it's just no. And then one other thing, if I can kind of sort of understand when it comes to layering fragrances, just like this one. This is the Solinotes and this is the Fleur d'Orange. So this is just the Fleur d'Orange. There's nothing else in it. It's just the flowers of orange in this fragrance, and it's a beautiful fragrance, and I do wear it on its own, no problems. It's a beautiful kind of, it's sweet, but then it's bitter, it's zesty, it's beautiful, refreshing. And I kind of can understand if someone wants to tone this down, or maybe make it a bit deeper, like to add some amber, or maybe to add some sweetness, to add some vanilla, then I can kind of understand when it comes to one fragrance with one note in it. But when people try to combine the fragrances, let's say Baccarat Rouge, that has a plethora of notes in it, and then they combine with, I don't know, Ex Nihilo on top of it, it has a plethora of notes in it as well, then there's this kind of explosion of smell, this kind of cacophony of smell, that it just can't be good. It just can't be good. So there's so many notes involved, and you don't actually know how these notes will behave on your skin. Having said that, there's so many brands that are kind of, they are built around this layering technique and layering mindset. So I'm gonna show you a couple of them, and I do own a couple of fragrances, and I had tried almost every fragrance that they have released. So I have this Kayali, and this is Eden Juicy Apple. And it's a beautiful fragrance. I like it, and I like it as it is by itself. I was primarily attracted to the bottle because I do love red color. And they kind of suggest you to layer this with other fragrances. So I do have this Yum Pistachio Gelato it has completely switched its color. It wasn't like that when I got this fragrance, and now it's like an ugly kind of brownish color. And I have this Vanilla 28, which is in itself, it's a nice vanilla. Is it a particularly good vanilla, outstanding vanilla? No, it is not, but it's not bad. The problem with this vanilla is that it became so rich in color and it stains clothes. So for me, it's unusable because it really stains. So what they suggest that you combine two fragrances, and they on the website they do have these combos listed what you can try. I never used it. I use the fragrances as they are because if the fragrance is good enough, it just doesn't have it doesn't have to be enhanced with any other fragrance. And so there's another brand that they can actually build on this mindset of layering. It's Malone. And whenever you go in a store and you pick a fragrance that you like, there will be no way that you will not be told by a lady that is selling the fragrance, well, maybe you should try this fragrance as well because it makes a beautiful layering combo, because they're supposed to push this layering thing on you. And then for example, this is what happened to my husband when it was quite long time ago. There was still no Jo Malone in Finland when I asked him to bring me Jo Malone when he was traveling, and he was in the airport, and I knew that in this particular airport, they had this kind of a freestanding boutique of Jo Malone, and I asked him to bring me a particular fragrance, and he got me two fragrances actually, because the lady told, well, this fragrance is supposed to be layered with this one. And obviously, if I would be on, it would not be my husband who is buying this, but me, I would say, no, I don't need this one. I just need this and nothing else. But he didn't know that. He thought that it's supposed to be like that. So he got me too. I'm not mad at it. Obviously, I like the fragrance. It's just that I don't think it's a good strategy, because the person is pushed to buy more. If the person doesn't know, the person is just pushed to spend more money. So, and they have this beautiful layering combos, and trust me, I have tried them all. And their fragrances, I like the fragrances. The only problem with the fragrances that I have is that they don't last on me. I have a beautiful fragrance that is called Tuberose Angelic. So it's Angelica and Tuberose fragrance. It's an older bottle. So I like this one, and you don't really need to pair with this with any other fragrance, because it's good. It's already good as it is. And then I have a lot of these little teeny tiny fragrances that are 9 ml each, and you're supposed to combine them. But they are good as they are already. I have this wood sage and sea salt. I believe it's one of the best sellers. And I have this honeysuckle in Davana, and I have other fragrance, and then the other fragrances right there. So they create these kind of layering combos, but I mean, I don't think that they are that necessary. I think that they create layering combos just to sell more, because fragrances in itself are already fine. They are fine as they are. You don't really need to mix them. So I have a kit here that, I have to be honest with you, I have played with this kit twice. And this is the kit that I was given last year at Exance, and this is the Edeniste fragrance brand. They have two kits. One kit is the kind of main fragrance, is this one, and then we have a booster. We have the seduction booster, relax booster, well-being booster. So what you have to do is you pick a booster if you want to be, I don't know, energetic. You have this Lifeboost energy, this one, and then from here you can pick the rose, vetiver, jasmine, neroli, another rose, and vanilla fragrance. So you pick a fragrance from here and you just combine the two. And it's supposed to be like scientifically approved and scientifically proven that it actually works, because they made these fragrances in collaboration with scientists, and scientists have proved that these fragrances really boost your energy levels a little bit, I would suppose. But I don't need it. It's nice to use this boost on its own because it's a nice fragrance, and then the vetiver here is nice, and the neroli here is nice. So it's just all this combining for me. Yeah, I guess that for me the epitome of combining fragrances is that our fragrance isn't good enough, so just combine with something else and then you probably will like it more. This is bottom line for me. And obviously if you're not agreeing with that, you're free not to be not to agree with me. I don't mind that at all. And just list your beautiful favorite combining combos that you do, so I can maybe try them. Anyway, here is what I had to tell you. All of the fragrances that I have, I will list them down below so you don't have to remember anything in case you would love to try the fragrances that I've showed you. Yeah, so I wish you a beautiful day, beautiful Wednesday, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.